Good morning everyone. Yesterday we have covered the basic function क्योंकि how we declare a class, how to create an object and how to call a function of a class or how to declare a basic function with no parameter and no return type. So yesterday we have discussed there are four important things in a method. First is method signature, that public int max, int x and int y. This whole is the method signature. The return type is like int, so indicate the type of value the method can return after executing its code. It can be primitive type or a reference type. So it can be int, char, boolean, or float and double, or it's a class or object type, whatever we'll do in future. So what it will do, it will return after executing its code. Third is parameter. Parameter is in between the round bracket, optional and represent the value that can be passed to the method when it is called. So whenever it is called, these values got passed to it, right? And fourth is the method body. Method body is in between the curly braces, so it's the method body. So on the basis of parameter or return type, there are four types of functions. So we'll explain you this. First, return. We'll talk about return type and parameters. So what will do return type? Return type will return value where it was called. So wherever it is called, it will return some value over there. And what parameter will do? Receive value from where it is called. So it will return value wherever it is called, and it will receive value from wherever it is called. Right. So on the basis of this, there are four type of functions. One is no return type, no parameter. Like for this we always use void. So void fun is our user defined fun name, and in return, in round bracket, there is nothing. So it's the example of no return type and no parameter. First, what it will do, it will receive nothing from the wherever it is calling, and it will return nothing over there. Second one is with return type no parameter, right? So how we will declare it? Return type can be primitive data type, so like int, fun and round bracket. So this is the function who will return something. So wherever it is called, it will return an integer value over there, right? And parameter is no, so it will round bracket with empty, right? Third is no return type with parameter. So how it will look like? Void fun. So we will pass two values, int a, int b. So this function will return nothing, but it will receive two integer values. Wherever it is calling, it will need two integer value to receive, right? So it will be no return type with parameter. And the fourth is with return type with parameter. How it will look like? Int fun, int a, int b, right? So now it has return type also, and it is receiving value also. So the return type is integer, and the receiving, there are two parameters that it was receiving. So it will known as with return type with parameter. What it will do, from wherever it is calling, it will receive two integer also and return one integer also, right? So it will do both things. It will receive also and return also. So we will look at it with an example, with example of each one of them, so that we'll get the clarity, okay, what we are trying to do with this. And I have pasted one, what to say, homework also for this. So whenever I complete this, explaining and your doubt session, go home and try to implement it. So what we'll do initially, import java.util.star. Now we will have to make one R public class demo fun demo function. We'll in the function demo and public static void main on the basis of whatever we understood, क्योंकि no return type and no parameter. Our public static void main is no return type with parameter function. So it will receive parameter whenever it is calling and it will return nothing. So this is our public static void main. Now we will make the class for the calculation. So class demo calculate. Now over here we will make, so initial will make the function with no parameter and no return type. So what we need to do, this class has three variable and our void fun, yeah, void add. So this is an add function. So what it will do, we need to do each and everything whatever we need to do for the calculation. So we need to scan two numbers from the user. So we will tell the user also and we will create a scanner object over here. So we will instruct the user to enter two numbers. So when user is giving the number, sc dot next int b is equal to sc dot next int. So c is equal to a plus b and system dot out dot println total is equal to c. So we have created a class called demo calculate, and what it will do, it will add two numbers in this function called add. So how to access this function, we need to, wherever we need to use it, what we will do, we will need to calculate it, like we'll need to first create an object of the class. So demo calculate, okay, so dc is equal to new demo calculate. So we have created an object called dc of a class demo calculate. Now call the function dc dot add. So that's how we call the function object dot function name. So now, as it is no return type, no parameter, means wherever we are calling it, we are not even sending any value over here and we are not receiving any value from there, right? This is called no parameter, no return type, right? So everything has to be done over here, means we will take input over here, we will give output over here, because it's not, this function is not interactive, it's not interactive wherever it is calling. So we'll save it, right? So save with the name of demo function. So demo function, because we'll need to save it from public class only. So try to compile demo function. So it is compiled without error. Now we will try to run it. Demo function. So 200, 300 and total is 500. So this is the example of no return type, no parameter, right? Means this function is not interacting with the wherever it is calling. So this part is known as the declaration and defining of the body, and this part is known as calling, क्योंकि where we are calling it, so we are calling it over here and this code will execute wherever it will call it. So if we need to do it again and again, we need to do it for 4 and 5 times, right? We just need to, call the function 4 to 5 times. We don't need to write this code again and again. We just need to call this function. So that's the benefit of function कि okay, you can write a code for once and you can again and again and again use it. Now the second type that we need to discuss, we have done it, right? Void fun, we have done it. Now is with return type, no parameter. So how to change it? The same function, there will be no big changes, but there are little changes. First we need to create a return type. Now it is int. Return type means it will return something over here. So it will return integer value, like next int is a predefined function of scanner class. It is returning integer over here. So we need to return integer over here, so we need to store that integer also. So int z is equal to dc dot add. Means whenever dc dot add will call, it will return an integer value. So we need to create a integer variable to store that value, right? Now what we need to do, so we will not going to print value over here. We need to print it over here, because we received the return value, the total value. And how to return value? We'll use keyword called return and see. So over here what we did, we did take input, then we did the basic calculation, and we are returning the c variable, whatever there is a c. Why c? Because the return type is integer, and we can return an integer value over here. If you want to return only direct constant, okay, we'll return 10, 20, then it will return only that value. But we are returning the c, means whatever the value c has, it will send it where it is called. So now wherever it is called, it will return the total value, and that value got stored in z. Then we will printing it the z value. So now we save it and we will try to compile it again. It is compiled. So 200, 400, the total is 600. The same input, the same output, but we change the way of functioning. So this is the second type, where it is with return type, no parameters. Now the third time will come, no return type and with parameter. So whatever we did for the return type, we need to again return it back. So total is C again. Or when there is no return type, it will return nothing over here. So the integer type will be also changed to void. Now it becomes the no return type, no parameter. Now we need parameters. So if we want two values over here, int a, int b. So we need to remove int ab from here. So int a and b will receive, we have sent, okay, we will receive two parameters, both are integer, int a and int b, right? So this scanning part will be removed over here, because we are already receiving a and b value. So wherever scanner will do over here now. So what we do over here, we will create int I and j. So we will scan these two values. So we, same scanner, please enter two number. Both number got scanned and stored into I and j. Now when we created the object of demo calculate and dc dot add, now look at the parameter, they need two integer parameter. We can send 20 and 30 over here. So if we will do the same, what it will return, print is 50. So java c, it will take any number, 200, 500, but it will print only 50, because we have passed the 20 and 30. So total is 50. So we have passed the constants. Now we can pass our values. Okay, we can pass I and j, but two integer. It should not be 3, it should not be 1, it is two integer, because I value will go and store in a, and j's value go and store in b, and then we will do the calculation part and we'll print this part. So this part will known as the no return type with parameter. So we'll compile it again. So we removed 50 part. So we'll compile it again. So 500, 600, so 1100 will be the output, right? So this is no return type with parameter. This is the third type that we discussed. So we have done with return type, no parameter, right? Without no return type and with parameter. Now we will do with parameter and with return type. So how to do it? First, over here again we will not require the output part because we'll return that value over here. So this input and output, everything will happen in main function, right? And over here we'll only do the basic calculation. So return C, and over here it will be int. Only this needs to be changed. Now whatever we were doing initially when there was no input and no output, means no parameter and no return type, we were doing everything into this function. We were scanning and we were printing in that function. Now what we are, when we are doing it with parameter and with return type, we are doing everything in the main function, and this function is only doing the work of adding. So now what we did, we did scan two values and we created the object. Then we send those two values over there. So I and j value will go over there and store in a and b. Then it will calculate total c is equal to nb, and it will return c. Where it will return c? Wherever it was called. So when we do this, the c value will return over here and will stored in the z. Then we will print the z. So this function is doing only addition and sending it back. It will not, doing the scanner part, doing the print part. It is only adding the value. So now we will go over there, we will try to compile it again. So 200, 300, 500 again. So again we will do it 1000, 100, so it is 1100, right? So this is with return type, with parameter. This is the fourth type of function. Now, anyone has any query till now?